think. Just me. Good, thank you. Thank you. I thought it was disconnected. But you know, I have some levels, like audio levels, and the levels for my microphone they were moving, or the bar is moving. Okay, so this is the white one. White is wind. Yes, it's wind or air. And what it does is like a dash, like a celeste dash. Now we can jump this one, but this one is too far, so we use the dash, and then we need to come back. That's what it does. So you see, it's a more puzzle platformer than Celeste, but it's a more it's more puzzle than Celeste and more platformer than I Wanna Lockpick. If you get stuck, you can access hints from the post menu. Hints? I don't remember being hints in the demo. If you use a hint and you don't like it, well, it is what it is. Feel free to report any improvement suggestions to the author. So now we need to jump there. I think we can jump with the water. But we can't jump this cliff with the air. So, as I said, but nobody heard it because I didn't have the microphone connected. Going back. The order in which you pick the elements, it's in reverse. So we need first the air and then the water. Let's have a look. So we need to jump the first gap. Can I point with? I'll tell the developer I can't point with my mouse while I'm streaming. That's an improvement. Liero, the developer. So the first gap that I'll show you, first gap is this gap. We can use any of the two, but later in the high point we need the water. So first we need to use the wind because we need the water later. So you instinctively would think, well, if I need first the air, I get the air, and then I get the water, and then I can use them. First the air, then the water. But the order in which you can use them is reversed. So now we can use the water, and then the wind. So this is not correct. What is correct is reversing the order. We need the water later, we pick it first. We need the water, the air now, we pick it last. So we use wind there, air, and we can use water here. Simples. Elemental stack. So now we are playing a little bit more with this order. What do you say? Don't forget to use the undo button when needed. It's a very useful feature, especially later on in the game, because the levels are longer and you don't want to redo everything. If you make a mistake, you don't have to redo everything. Undo checkpoints are created when you land on the ground after collecting or using an ability. I'm not sure how it works, but it happens so often that it's it's good that the player doesn't have to be aware of when a checkpoint is created. So what do we need? We need to jump here and then onto the other side. I can't show you with mouse. And then we need to jump the last gap with probably 2 airs, 2 wind. So wind are last, we pick them up first. Let's see if this works. Now we use water here and water. And oh, I can't jump here. Maybe I could have jumped. So it's 1 each. Okay. So it's the order in which we need to pick them up is the inverse. So it's what wind, only 1, and then water, and then wind, and then water, because last to collect is the first to use. Here instead of water we'll use wind, and water, and wind. Yahoo! We have 5. No, we have 6 because it includes 0, so we can go through here. We still don't have 14 for the other door. And I believe you can go through there. I don't remember. Let me show you. There are more levels. No, 11 is the library. It doesn't say how many there are in here. Oh, there are. So we have 6, but we don't know how many in total. So if we go to the library, World L for library, now it says how many in total. So we have 6 out of a total of 7. And 0 out of 2 of the hard ones. There's a door, a 26 door. This desk wasn't mouthing before. The master is gone. Please wait for the master. Your portrait doesn't fit in the frame. That's true. So nothing to do here. So eventually we'll be able to go through there, but I don't know how. World 0 Purple Forest. We did this. We did everything we can do here. So we go to World 1, which is Distant Shore. I wish it would tell you how many you have in this world. So you don't. Now if we stand on the door or at the door, it tells us what's going in the world through the door, which is the one we come from, but not in this one. We can have power-ups here. Hey, character. I didn't see any character in the demo. Who are you? Zoe? What the heck are you doing here? Mary. Mary? Hail Mary. Project Hail Mary. I thought only I got sucked into that old broken portal. Well, I'm here too. And it's all your fault. What made you think using elemental magic next to that old broken portal would be a good idea? I wanted to see if it works. I'm a scientist. Can't help it. Yeah, it was dumb of me. I'm sorry. Well, I can't undo it now. I can undo. Maybe you can help me find the way out instead of yelling? I didn't know I was yelling. I saw a gate in the forest that requires 14 sun fragments. I feel like it's important. In the forest? Oh, the other way. Going the other way. Okay. Can I jump on you? No. We are both wearing green. We can do 1 and we can do 0. Let's go in order. Sharp reefs. I don't know why I did that, but I did it. We can jump this, we can jump this. We can get up here. Maybe. That's fire. So that's not good. And that was actually what we had to do. Hey, Mary has left. Mary left the chat. Trade offer. So the sun is to the left, above me. We need wind to go through. But we need one. We need one to get to the sun, and we need another one to leave. Wap, wap, wap. It's starting, guys. It's starting. Regarding jumping, if you are watching and you are wondering if this game is for you or not, and you are worried about the jumping, it's not Celeste, as I said before. It's more puzzling than platforming, than Celeste. So there is platforming involved, but in the way of being part of the puzzle. The platforming is not really the challenge. Only out of how many levels in the demo? Maybe like 30, 40 out of the 35, say. Only one required a little bit of precision and timing when regarding the jumping. Only one. And actually I didn't like that level because of that. Because up until that point it was like level 34 or 32. If there are 40 it will be like 38. It's one of the last. I didn't like that because of that level, because of that aspect. That it required some precision, that the game wasn't about that. It's like you need to jump at the same time a door is closing, because you need to jump on top of the door, but it needs to be a little bit higher, not from the bottom, because it needs to push you up while you jump. The game or the demo wasn't about that, and up until that point. Green dots, that's what I was missing. The green dots, they double your last input. So you get the water. If you get a green dot, it repeats the element that's highlighted with the yellow arrows. So you get 2. Now, which one do you want? I think both are... We can duplicate water, or we can duplicate wind. I think we need the water to leave this place. So I'll duplicate water. Then we go to the sun with 1. We can go back without using any. And then we need 2 water to leave. Cave of the Reverse Thinker. So there are 2 duplicates. Maybe I am a duplicate because I'm wearing green. Which one do we want to duplicate? We can have one wind to go through here. And then we need another wind to go in and another wind to go out. So we need 3 wind. Right. And then we also need a water to jump the gap. I mean the height, the cliff. Jump up. It would be a little bit weird to jump down, but it can be possible. It is possible. And then another wind. So we need 4 wind and 1 water. Now that we know what we need, it's still not done because we need to figure out the order. And the order is reverse. So last that we need is a wind. We get a wind. And then we need, before the wind, we need the water. And then we need the 3 winds. So we need to get the wind to be able to duplicate them. And I think that's what we need, also in the order that we need them. That's it. 0, 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Extra piece. Sun is up there in the sky. How to get to it? So we can sometimes you can figure out, like, stop and think and figure out the whole level. Other times it's fun to just try and see how far you can get, and you probably get to a point where you can't continue, and then you think, oh, from here I need this other thing. And then little by little you uncover what you need to do. This is pointless because this is not for now. This is to go back. Now I've realized. So we need to go up. We need to go up. I don't need the wind. So maybe now this is a problem. I have this problem. And what's the solution? We need a wind up there. Maybe we don't duplicate. Maybe we don't duplicate. So we waste the duplicate to get the wind that we need. Now we use the water and we duplicate the wind. Oops. So we need 1 for here. We need 3. Do we need... Oh. We can have 2 wind. These 2. And then we use the water. Now it's all fine. That's what we needed. 1, 2, and 3. And this one is to go back through there. You don't need it in the beginning. Some fragment collected. Now this is the red one. You see that all the portals, all the levels, they are represented by a circle. And we have just finished level 4. There's a new one unlocked, which is 4S. That's where you get the I think that's where you get the... Now there's also an A. Let me check. One of the 2 is where you get the red piece. Missing piece. This is red one. This is more difficult. It's S for special. So it's the same level, same layout. I think they are always the same level, always. But the the items, it's not power up the elements. The elements are different, arranged differently. So the solution is not the same. We can try. And also there's a sign here. Levels marked with an S are completely optional. They are remixes of existing levels, usually with a much higher level of difficulty, both in puzzle solving and execution. However, their difficulty can range from pretty easy to very unfair. That one was very unfair. That one I talked about. Don't feel bad for skipping the S levels. You can always come back later. We have 2 wind, and we already know that's not enough. What about having 2 water? And then we use 1, 2, and 2 wind. But we need them in the reverse order. We need to use the water first, so we need to pick them up last. And we can't, because green dot is in the way. Water here, and then we have 2. Wind. Oh, no. If I use a wind here and a water, I don't think that's 1 and 2. It's same. 1, 2. I'm actually covering a little bit. How to maximize, but again, the order is important. It's a waste to pick up this green dot having no items. You can go through there. One, 2. One water. Oh, first is the wind. First is the wind. We can have 4 elements, like now, in the incorrect order for the solution I have in mind. Or we can have 3. We can have the correct order, but we have 3. What about 2 water? That's 1 here. That's another one here. And this is the 3rd. Now we are done. We can go through there. With 2 water. But we need wind there, so right? Get the water, 2 water. Win and win. We use 1 win now. 1. It's starting. 1 win, and then we have 2 win that we don't want to use. We want water now. Wait a moment. Win and water. But we don't want this. We have 3, but I want the water in between the win, and that's not possible because when you duplicate, you have a pair. You don't split the pair unless you waste it. Now we have 3 water. That is different. I think we can jump here. 1, 2, 3. So that's it. It's 3 water. So we get 1 water, we duplicate it, we get the win, but instead of picking up the green dot, you cross the gap with the fire using it, the win, before you pick up the green dot. That's the trick. Sandcastle. Feels like Elfie. It's actually a castle. Win, we can't do much. Win, we can't do much. Now we can do a lot of things. We need 2 win to live, so that, because that's the last that we need, we'll do first. And then we need 2 water. So that's what we need now. We do it last. Because this is a regular level, now it feels much easier than the 4S. We can leave. We need 1 more. No. We are not done. Wait a moment. So we need... We need water to leave the level. Water is last. So we need to pick it up now. Really? Okay, I get it. So now, right now, we need to get to the sun. We don't need to solve the whole level. We need to get to the sun. But we can come back. So we do that. And now we have lost our water. I need 1 more for later. We still have 1 water for the last. So what we need now is to win. That's what we do. 1, 2, and we still have 1 water. We have 12 yellow sand, so we can continue this way. What about this way? We have a door with 14, but the thing is that when you finish level A, then B appears, so we can get to 14. Doors and keys. Level 1A. Now, this is starting to look a little bit more like I want a lockpick. So these diamonds, can we call them diamonds? Rubies. They are different colors, so we can't say. It's not an emerald because it's not green. Lapis lazuli. when you get one, no, you don't collect them. You use them. You need to activate them, and you activate them by using a power up on them. So you are on top, and then you use your element. We need 3, so we need to do this and this. So far so good. Now we need to open the door. Collect the sand and leave. Can we leave just with that? Yes. Okay, I was worried. Because it at first, many times it feels easy. Like, oh, I'm done. Like before, we couldn't leave the level. But you are still not done. In charge. 1B. Letter levels, I wouldn't say they are more difficult. It as the game progresses, they get more difficult and more. There are more elements that involve the its level. But the really difficult ones that they have a trick or something, like they are played differently. They are the S levels. So there is a door here with a 3, so we need to activate all 3. All 3 ruby diamonds. What's red? What's red? Sapphire. Sapphire is not red. Ruby is red. Diamond is white. Okay, use that to get that one. This is interesting. Maybe we use water because we need wind, or maybe it doesn't matter. It does matter because we can jump with water, but we haven't activated the diamond. Whereas with wind, we can not only jump but also activate. Whatever that is. It's the same, but it's not the same. Over the ditch. And the backgrounds remind me of leap year. The background, the simplicity of the backgrounds, it's the visual style is like leap year. Do this. I don't think this is where it needs to be done. Why do I feel that? No. I don't know why. No, we need water here. That is me screaming. Okay, that's it. Not here. Okay. Without activating the door, we do that. Now we have 2 water. 1. No. And 2. That's different. That was the trick. Hey, Mary. Hold on a sec, Mary. Energy consumption. If I go here, you don't leave, right? You wait for me. Energy conservation. Okay. We have to do this. And from here, it's freedom. We don't need to open 2 doors. Right? We don't need to go through here. We could be on top. But what we do need, though, is to open one, at least one of the 2. I don't think we open this one. And then we need the water to do the first jump before door 2. So we need water. That means we don't use the water. We need to open door 1 first. So we do like this. We've wasted or used 1 win to open the door. At the same time, accidentally, we have the water. And we don't open this one. So now we go over. I think that's it. We can go back. That's it. Not because it's there, it means you need to do it. And there's also E. 1 E, assassin. Assassin. Si. Okay, there's a few things here. There's a door 2 and there's a door 4. 4 to the floor. I will go. So we need to open 4 to get the sun. That's clear. That bit is clear. It's simple. We need to activate all 4. And last is win. We can only get them in this order. So we use water. I think these two next to the door 2, we can activate them using 1 win. So we have 4 here. That's 1. That's another one, and that's that. And then with this win, we can activate these 2. That's it. Yippee! 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 Yeah. And there's no F. And with that, we have 17. We started with 12. Hello, Mary. Hail, Mary. Why does everything... I need to do voices. Why does everything have to be locked up by gates? I just want to finish an area before moving to the next one. This is a game, Mary. Talking about that gate on the east? Yeah, it's fine though. I have enough fragments to see what's beyond the gate in the purple forest. There is also another portal right here. I'm not sure where to go first. Well... Oh, you mean this portal. World 3, Islands of Ash. I'd say we go from bottom to top. So we have 17. 17 is higher than 14, so we can go to the 14. Let's see what... if it still belongs to the purple forest or it leads to another world. The door in the library had 26. Like this, 26. Something happens when we get to 26. World 2, cave outskirts. So this is the next. This is the path. This is the way. Okay. Another 26. Maybe this 26, it's like an interconnecting portal that from one world you can go to the other worlds. What's around here? 40, 60. 60 and there's nothing. For now. And here there's a set. I don't know what the set is. Set or Z. And another 40. We won't get to 40 now. This brown is ground, earth or rock. Ground. Shall we call it ground rather than earth or rock? It's not rock because it's not gray, it's brown. And it's not earth more than it's ground because what the power-up does is when you jump and use the power-up in the air, what you do is you plunge and you bounce back. But you bounce back higher than a normal jump. It's kind of similar to the water. Water is double jump. This ground power-up is similar because it allows you to get higher, but because they work slightly different. In puzzle games, slightly different is a lot different. If I can use the properly. Oh, it's not this way, it's this way. So we can't jump. So we use the bounce back. In reality, I don't know how it's done because I imagine the character Zoe hitting the head against the ground, against the floor, and bouncing back. Portable trampoline. We can't get the water. We can't get the water. So to get to that water, we need to brown to ground. Brown and ground. If we use these two, then when we go back, we are here with one water that we need to keep for the end. So instead of using these two, we use one to get two. Right? And then we get the water. And then we get this brown to go back again. And now we can use the water. Blank. Some fragment collected. Hey! I'll talk to you now. Because too many levels. Did you see this form of Earth already? It's like, what about worse? What even is the point of it? Also, so much stuff is locked here. Very deep conversation, Mary. 2 birds, 1 stone, 1 ground. Okay, we have a little bit of everything. We are missing the fire. So we open... We can get to the sun without a power-up, but we need to activate the 3 diamonds. 3 stones. Precious stones. And I can see, so we go around, and when we are at the top, going through the spikes with the wind, we plunge with the ground. So ground is last. And then wind. Now, do we need another wind? No, we need another water. So we get the water and we duplicate it. We use one now. Activate this one. And then these two. Oh, I should have used the bounce back. I mean the bounce. It's not bounce back, it's just a bounce. Like that. Otherwise, you can't jump. You can't leave the level. That's 2. Let's go to 3. Brown button. Okay. So this one has a more difficult version. This is difficult. I think this is difficult. It took me a while in the demo. But there's an S version of this one, which I think I think the S version, I found it easier than the normal. This is difficult. Maybe I'll solve it faster because I already know. I mean, I don't remember, but it will take me much less. I need to remember how to solve it. I don't need to discover or find out how to solve it. But I remember in the demo, the S version of this level, it felt easier. Maybe because I already knew the trick. So the point of this level, I'll go first to that, is that the point is that you can't jump in here. So now we have ground as a power up. If we use the ground, we hit our head with, we hit the spikes with the head. So that is relevant. I'm not sure if that's the S version or it's this one. Don't remember. But anyway, we need to go up there somehow. Like this. And we need to activate it. Now we can go here, but we can't go up. So we've used one too many. We need to get up here with the wind and get the duplicator. I remember when you go to the sun, you use the ground on the high space. Like you waste the power up. You don't have to use it to go back. But you need two wind. One to go in, one to go out. Now, how do you can get 1, 2. We don't get the green one now. And then we have win. Win is first because we need it last. We do this and then this. What if don't get the second ground? And then we are here. We have the option of picking up or not the blue one, but the sign says that we need it. Then we have 2 win. I think this looks better. Now we can go here. We have 2 win. Now, what do we do with the ground? We waste it here. Maybe that's what I didn't figure out. I don't know. that's it. It looks simple because I just did it quite quickly. If you have to figure out, I had a problem with that one. And there's no 3S. Oh, it's here. Burden for Eternity. Maybe this one. Let's have a look. What's the difference? The difference is that the diamond is higher, so it's not activated. It's not activated with a win. It's activated with a ground. So instead of using the water, I think I see the difference. So it's the same, but the first duplicator, instead of going up there with the water, no. I'm confusing myself. We need two. We need win here because it's last. And then we get to ground. Then we go here and we pick up the water because we're going to use it. But now we duplicate the ground. We need one to get to the... I see how to activate the diamond with a ground. Not a normal jump. So my idea is this. Well executed. But now we are still missing one. To go back to the second duplicator. Do we need to activate the crystal? Do we need to activate the crystal? Yes, because we need to waste the brown. What if we don't have that brown? Is that possible? Because before getting the red sand, you pick up the brown power up. Can you use two? Before you get to the red sand, you pick up the brown one. What do you do with the brown one? Now it's the other way. The 3S is more difficult than the normal S, the normal 3. Since you pick it up That's the next one in line for you to use. I think that you use them like fast. Where is the win? Let's try win and ground. Let's see if when using the ground, do you need to complete the move? Like go all the way up and down? Or you can use the win? No, you don't need to. That's the trick. That's the trick. When you use the ground, you don't need to go all the way up. But you still go up. Maybe that's not the trick. Maybe that's not the trick. Like this. Use this one. Now we have 2 win. We go through. Now we have ground and win. If we use them quickly, can we? Doesn't look like we can. So we can waste 1 ground with 1 win. But we need to be here in the intermediate space, not the tall one, not the narrow one. Maybe we can play with that. Tick, tick, tick. Now we have... No, we need win first. Win is last. These 2 ground. Let's see if we can have another win. Can we get to here? Now we need to get up there. Oh, I only need 1 ground. Or we can risk it and no, we can't. Only 1 ground because it's to go through that. We use that one, the first one here, and water here to duplicate the win. Now we have 2 win. Use this ground. Now we have 3 win. We need 1 to go through, 1 to waste the ground, 1 to go back. I think that's it. Now we have the red sand. We don't need the ground. We need to waste it. To waste it without completing the jump and not dying, we need 1 win. Like this. And then across. That's it. You don't need to activate the door. Red fragment collected. We have 2. After 3, it comes 4. Leap of faith. Leap year. Sun is through there. Interesting. What if I need the wind to go in and go through? I think I wasted here. And then I don't have any to duplicate. So no. Then I instead of using the wind to activate the crystal, I'll use the ground to duplicate the crystal. Now we have 2 wind. We don't need 2, we need 1 to go out of the cave. We need another one at the end. So this is our way back. That's it. Okay. If you've watched so far and you are still not convinced, I don't know what else to show you. Dang, the puzzles are getting difficult. Yeah, they are a bit trickier. By the way, I take back what I said about Earth. It can do so many things that water can't. This level on my right, for example, I feel like the trick it taught me comma, will come in handy in the future. But that's for later because we need to do still 10 more minutes of the Elementalist. After 4 it comes 5 and 6. Devious platform. Devious platform? Really? I hadn't noticed if every single level is not devious. So, we have the sun up there in the sky, in a cave, up in the sky in a cave. But I already know that we don't have to activate the door, so we need to activate 2. Since we need to do double jump here, we'll be activating this crystal. We need to activate 1 more, not the 2. So let's find out which one is. The thing is that I don't remember which one is. Now I need to win. I need to win. I need to win before that, before doing that. And I need the water here, because otherwise I can't do anything. With this to win, we activate this one, right? And then with this ground, instead of opening the door for the 2 power-ups, we activate this one. Can we jump? We can't jump. We can't jump. Let me reconsider. We need 2. We need 2, not 3. That's for sure. What if no. What if we activate this one first, and then we continue with what we are doing? Since the one on the left requires a power-up, this one is more accessible. We activate this one. Now we get these 2 power-ups, 2 elements, but this one is already activated. If we use them like this, it's not going to make the door disappear. We need the door because it's standing higher. We can do 1 more or 2, depending on how long it takes, step by step. The levels take longer to finish. They take longer to finish. I just remember not the exact solution from the demo, because how can I remember everything, every single detail? But the layout and figure out where to go first and second, more or less I remember. More or less. Don't rely too much on my memory. I don't. Now the sun is here. it was cloudy before. And we need, so we are wasting one duplicator, or we can't do anything. Let's waste this one, and then we need to win to no inverse order. But we can't, so it's the other one. Wind is last, so we pick up wind first, then we duplicate it, and then we get ground here. Now we have 1 and 2. Feels like it's wrong for some reason. And we need to activate all 3. Let's see how far we go this way. That's that. What did happen? Oh, there are 2 doors with the number 2. Now we need to win, but we don't need them in sequential order. We also need water here to live. So this is not correct. I need to keep a water, 1 water. Let's see if we can do with, I don't pick it up, so we can still get it later. Can we do, no. No, not good. We need water first, then ground. But that doesn't seem possible. So it's all good if we get them, but we need 1 water for the end. So it's better not to pick it up. How to get up there? I made a mistake somewhere. If I waste this one, win is first. If I waste the other one, ground is first. We need win last, so I'll pick it up first. And then we need 2 to go in and out, so duplicate the win. From here I picked up this ground. Because I need the water first, later I pick up this ground. I think that's the mistake I made. So 1 in, 1 out. Now we get 1 water and 1 ground. We use the ground first, we use the water next, and this is for last, so we keep that. Now we get these 4 as they are and go back in. 1 in, activate, 1 out, and we still have the water to pick up the sun and leave. And we have completed number 6. Next is 7. Let me have a look, but I won't solve it. And 8 is waiting for us, which wasn't there before. The concept of baffling. Let me have a look. I don't remember. I kinda remember solving it, but I don't remember the solution. Interesting. How many do we have? 24 total. The door in the library is 26. Actually, this door that appears, there are many doors with a 26. So we are very close to learning what's behind that 26. 24 is not added to the 2. They count separately. And we haven't seen the fire, which is very interesting. But I think we leave it here. This is half stream. And we change for Lexispell. I could say anything regarding the Elementalist, but better than what I can say, despite the error at the beginning with the sound, what you've seen is what it is, the Elementalist. If you like Celeste more or just a little, and especially if you like I wanna lockpick, I think you're going to like pretty much or quite a lot much. I do the Elementalist. If you are uncertain, you can play the demo. I think the demo is still available, and the demo is longer than what you've seen. The demo is quite long. It's quite comprehensive, and it shows quite a lot of a big chunk of the game. I don't know how much more after the demo there is game, but if you are uncertain, you can try. It's free, it's available, it's already there. Save and exit. Hints. I don't remember being hints. But anyway. I feel like I showcase games, a lot of games. I play a lot of games. I don't finish every game because I can't. I don't have a life. I don't have 7 lives. I can't finish all the games that I show you on stream. I play those that I feel they are more different and more original, and they go out of their comfort area. They are risk. I feel like Elementalist is the type that I finish. I feel. We'll see. Let's change. Exit. Let's change for. Go back here for a second. No music. For some reason, there's no music. Oh, now there is music. Let me change category on the thingy. Lexispell. And start the game. Lexispell. Go here. Bye bye music. Lexispell by Mr. Elliptic. This one I played the demo and it's quite crazy. It's quite crazy. There is Twitch integration. What's this? Connect to Twitch to get viewers' word suggestions and votes in the show. Well, if you want me to connect it, I don't know exactly how it works. A bit more. Home. I am already home, but thank you. I don't know how it works, what it does. If you want me to connect it, the more the merrier, they say. Back suggestion, join the Discord, librarium. I don't think it doesn't have progress from the demo, so it's all new and fresh. Let's play. This is Lexispell is a word game in which with roguelike with a K mechanics. So it's based on runs. Each one can be different. You can adjust the mechanics, the multipliers and points, and how you play. More than do it your style, it's like do it different every time. It's more like that. For what I remember, it's not a game in which you build your luck. You don't control luck, you adjust to luck. So it's more falling on the luck or lucky draws side than strategic or the strategy. For what I remember. But it's both. Main roguelike game mode: classic, craft, letter rush, and pull. Main roguelike mode: no time pressure. Complete all chapters by scoring increasingly more each time using scrolls, potions, wands, and runes. That's like items and power-ups. Letter rush: time pressure, online leaderboard. This is totally the opposite of me. Compete for the highest score by spelling as many words as you can while letters fall down the cauldron continuously. No scrolls or items, just your brain and your typing speed. Pull: no time pressure. It's a good beginning. You start with a full cauldron and you must score as much as possible. No other letters are dropped. That's interesting. It's more like a puzzle. French. Oui. See. New? Oh, new. Let's start with classic. Maybe we try this one. This is not like me. Choose a maze. Today change. Word tries 5, 6, 3, and 4. Starting Lexims interest. Backpack size 3. Random start rune 0. Random start items. So this is 6, 4, 1, 1. They're a little bit random. Cast sturdy spells with all the charm of a grumpy Scrabble title. Thinks he's better than the other because of his 6 sides and hates bad spelling. 4, 4, 4. This is 5 and 3. And this is a bit of everything. 3, 3, 2, 4, 1, 1. Win a run with triangles. Discover all items. Oh, you need to unlock them. Discover 60 items. You can't use them. Let's spell. This doesn't let you. No. So we start with this. So it's like level 1, level 2, 3, and 3 as well. Let's get spelling. Spelunking. I need to keep pressed. Chapter 1, Chapter 2, the inverter. Score at least 750. Rewards 5 Lexims. Are Lexims the roguelite with a T part of the game. This is the backpack. Hold press on letters to save them in the backpack. They are kept between chapters, so we can save letters from here. Rewards with lexims or sometimes runes or items when open. And how do we open them? Control down. So it drops more. How many letters drops you have left? And that's controlled by you? Yes. Let me start over. I'm understanding how to work, how to play, how to work. Well, it is my work, my job. Wiktionary. Query the Wiktionary for a word definition. This is not the local dictionary used to validate words. Missing word. Use the input below to submit a word you think is missing. A restart. Let's restart. Yes, chapter 1. And then we spell words. What just happened is that two equal letters, if they touch, they make a bigger circle, and this circle it's worth more points. For example, E is 1. If 2 E's touch, they merge, and 1 E is 2 now. So if these 2 E's were to touch, they would merge into a 3, I believe. I don't know how much an N is. 2 in one chance of breaking at the end of each round can merge with all the gems or normal letters. So letters, words. Let's have some laugh at my expense. Crazy taxi. No. Y at the end. There's no K for bakery. Brady. Blabbery. There's one R. Brexit. Betsy? I just wonder if Betsy is possible. I want to check Betsy. It is possible. I don't know if that's the longest I could make, but these are merging, and these two are merging. Everything is... When they merge, one letter is worth more points, but you have less letters to play with. Current target is... I haven't said. Chapter 1 out of 12. Current target is 750. We have 115 from last word. There's not much to do here. Brand... Rebrand? I wonder about prefixes and suffixes. Rebrand. That's good. That's a good one. I could have used the S. What I don't know is how to get points and how to get the multiplier. That I don't know. Because the number underneath... Maybe the number underneath the letter is the base points, and how many letters you use is the multiplier. So 1I is 6, but if you use... Since we are close to the 50, let's try. One simple. What's the simplest? This is an L, but it's a special L. Replaces the letter L, can merge with other special letters. Sinclair. Classic. I need 2 C's. Chainsaw. I need 2 A's. Clash. So this is 42. Let's check. 5 and 25 is 30. 32, 35, 42. So the base score is from the number from the letters. And the multiplier is the number of letters. That's correct. Clash, I feel we can do better, but this is enough to finish this chapter. So there's no reward for excess, I think. Scored something. Remaining words 2. Less words used, that's better. More points. Chapter clear, 5 lexims. Words left 2 lexims. Drops left 5 lexims. Interest, we don't have lexims from before, so there's no interest. Total 12. Collect 12. So there's no reward for excess points. Hello, what? What did you say? You know I'm supposed to be retired, right? You speak too fast. I've heard the letter and it's quite fast. I can't read that fast. Arcanery. Chapter 1, 12. So we can, this is the shop. We can spend our 12 lexims. Elongation. Plus 6 multiplier if the length of the word is 10. If of the word is 10. I'm not there. Plus 5 points each time 1 gem letter per word is used. Currently 0. Is this like permanent? Plus 5 points each time 1 gem letter per word is used. This is good in the long run. 26 points if the word ends with letter J. How many are there? And these are like permanent or passive modifiers. And these are active modifiers like items, I think. Is it? Portion of specials. Special letters score double points in the next word. So you use this consumable. Reveal letters of a 6-letter word. This is like a hint system. Transforms the selected letter into a random letter that is currently not in the game. Does nothing, but it's pretty. I like your way of thinking. Pretty. Baumergy. When vowels merge, 1 in 3 chance of dropping 1 letter from IRNE. IRNE. On last drop request, drops 1 special letter. I like this. Just for the laughs. I'll get this because it's useful, I feel. This for the laughs. And that's it. I can't afford this one, which would be the next one I would get. Let's continue. Chapter 2. What is this? It tells us our words. Chapter 2 score at least 1200. 150. And these are just rocks. They don't do anything other than separate the letters so they don't merge. We don't have raffle. We need two R, two Fs. Fuel, refuel. 6 letters. Well, it could have been better. We need to do better. Aries for arrest. We don't have a T. Assess. We don't have that many S's. I don't know why I tilt my head like I'm going to see it different, but the screen is the same. I feel like there's something here, but there's nothing. And I don't want to use the drops, but I feel I either do a short word, which is a waste, or I use the drop. Racers is 6, but the score is super low. It's 5, 8, 9, 12, 15. Oh, it says here. The game already tells you. Racers is using, and why? Oh, this one's different. This one's very same words, same letters, but this R is bigger, and this E could be this one. Racers. Now this is 27. Racers. 29 times 7. Racers, that's it, if it exists, which it does. How many points is that? It doesn't tell you the result of the operation, but I'm not doing very well. Amber. This is like 120. It feels like I'm not doing very well. I should do like 300 per word. There's a Y. Let's try to use it because that's a 20. And this E is much better because it's 10. I should pay attention to that. Now this is 33 times 3, that's 160. 170. Timber, but it's not with a Y. Embryo, we don't have an O. We have amber. In the worst case, we have amber. What can we do with a Y? Let's put it there. Maybe at the end it's more common. Maybe. Marble. We don't have an L. Tame, but we don't use the Y. Tamer with this E, tamer, but we don't use the Y, and we do have to use the Y. Even if it's 3 words, 3 letters, and one of those letters is an E. So I'd like to use this too. Something Bray? Something Bray? Trey, maybe. Marey. If I try without knowing, am I punished? Marey. Enter. Not valid, but there's no punishment. There's not like 3 tries. Which one was? I think it was Vertigo that had a punishing mechanic. Membrane. Mere. Let's try I. Let's try I. X-ray. We don't have an S. Erase. I think I'll have to do this. What do we get? Another Y and a D. Now I shouldn't have an excuse. Damn. Damn. Jam. Now we have 2 Ys. We don't have an L. Consonants, they are similar. Doubles the value of gem letters in the word when used. Let's double this. This is a gem. This is not a gem. You see how they shine? There's a gem. And this is not shining. Mumbai only have one M. Rubrum. There's only one U. Barden. We don't have an N. I'm still stuck. Now I want to use the D with the E. But still, this one is better. What about a re? Query? Drum? Drummery? Drummery? No. Bakery. If I had a K. Tamery? Tandoori? Muddy? If we had two Ds. Jammy? With two M's. Ruby. Ruby is too short. Ruby. Ruby is too short and it's only 36 times 4. Rubbery has two B's. I don't have repeated letters other than the R. I feel I need to use it. Dairy. Let's try dairy. Dairy. Dairy product. Now, instead of these R, these R. Instead of this A, this A. D, A. I. R. And is this good? This is 40, 80, 160, 200. I'm happy with this. Dairy. It's not because the word is long, it's because it's It contains special letters. Another D. Value increases every round. Interesting. Plumber? This one's good. Plumber. It's simple, but it's long. Can I replace any letters? R, E, B, M, U, L, no, P. That's it. I like this one. Now this is the last word. How many words tries you have left? This is the last word, and we need about 400 points. What is this? Exclamation mark. Place at the end of a word to gain points. 1 per word and can't merge. So it's like 3 points. Another way, we need to use the D and the rest is whatever we can do. Something E. And for 400 points. 400. I think this is not impossible. Because just these 3 letters we have 150. Bakery. Atrium. We don't have an I. Attempt. We don't have a P. Bartender. We don't have an N. And I'd like to use the Y. So probably we'll use the R. Dry. This is 200. And it's nothing crazy. Brewery, we don't have a W. So dairy. Dairy again. We don't have a Y. Or diary. Dairy or diary. But no. Dairy, dairy. Or dairy. Diary. This needs to exist. But this is 360. What? 360. It's not enough. Is it? 860 plus, that's no, we need 30 more points, so it's something. And this is 21. Creamy? Creamy? It's not using the D. Let's see. Creamy. This is 350. Still not enough. Dreamy, dreamy, dreamy. This is it. Dreamy, dreamy. Is it? This is 400 and something, 20 or more. 440. This is it. Dreamy. I would like to know how much points per play. It was more than 400. Total 9. Collect 9 Lexims. Hey! It's a spider? It's a spider. Nixie. Hello, fellow speller. Ready for a trade? Very well. Pretty. That's nothing but it's pretty. Runes. This one. Potions and wands. Nothing. Okay, we had a hard time, but hopefully we can recover. Don't know what this is. Exchange. Oh, I give you something and you give me something in return. I like my rune. Can I buy? Backpack letters. Value increases every round. Replaces the letter S. It's a little bit expensive. This is the price? Or this is the score? This is the score. Okay, so it's all our exchanges. I love you so much, Nixie, but I like my pretty. So, and it's the only thing I have. I don't have anything. I just we have each other. It's the only thing I have. And I am all that I need. So now we can spend our Lexims with, what's your name? Henry. Henry. Very unique name, Henry. Succeeding. A lot of letters. 65 points if the next letter in the word is also the next letter in the... 65 points if the next letter in the word but a word has more than one letter. 65 points if the next letter in the word is also the next letter in the alphabet. There's something missing here. So let's say I play the word cat. What's the next letter? The next from C or the next from T? I don't understand this. Prefix, 20 points for words starting with an, re, or ri, and pre, or pri. This is English. Not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. I'm a fan of prefixes. Hoarder, plus 1 point for every letter in the cauldron. Don't like to play that game. We have 11, so we have 4. What about ones? One of swap. Swap 2 letters of your choice. But these are consumable. Wand of advancement. Turn one letter of your choice into the next one in the alphabet. Convert a letter of your choice into a gem letter. When a rock is destroyed, 1 in 10 chance of dropping one letter from ARP. When PTEK merge, 1 in 2 chance of dropping one special letter. Not bad. When you merge, 1 in 1 chance. So there's no chance. It's always. You could skip the 1 in 1 chance. Or maybe there's a mechanic that changes the chances. That's why. Otherwise, it's a bit strange. When you merge, always drops one letter from STLM. I'm in between one of these two. Special letters. Special letters are very good. A, R, P. This one is better. So I'll get one of these and one of these, please. Special letter. Yes. Continue. The taxer. Ah, this is the boss. This is a boss. That's why it's in red. Ah, now I understand the 12 chapters. So we go through this series 4 times, I think. Destroys all gem letters after each turn. Very kind. The taxer. Taxidermist. What is this? An A replaces the letter A. Okay, we have a Q, or we don't have a U. So we can do maths. You're more a burden than anything. Destroys all gems. We don't have gems. We are plain and simple. Oh. Oh, you are shining. I thought you were shining. Quincy. We don't have a U. Canteen. We only have one N. So no. Canteen would be a good one. Exceed. We don't have X or D. Teen. Something E. Quincy. Ni. Tiny. Teeny tiny. Like I don't understand this. No. Tiny. Tiny. Can we make it better? $1,800. I won't get anything with tiny. Instead of Y, let's skip these two. Knees. Knees is this. This is 100 points. Wow. I think I'll need that drop. Not because the word is short, but because there's not enough special points, special letters to score points. Naive. Let's see. Oh, it's this. Still no gems. Still no U. Station? No, station is 2 T's. Is it me or is it very difficult? When PTEK merge, wanted to change of dropping one special letter. Wow, so many. Oh, well, these are special. Sentient? What about oh, one N and one T. Ah. Sanction is two N's. Task. 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 There are 4 eyes. 4 eyes on me. No. Sanction, we said, is two N's. And CK, they usually go together. Acknowledge. What was canteen? Canteen, two N's again. O Oceania. Oceania. And we change this E for this E. Oceania. Let me check if we can improve the score. O C E A. No. N on one N and one I. Can we make it adjusted a little? Oceanias? Is there plural? Let me check. No, but without the S. That's good. How many points? 350. Hey, a gem. 350. We have 5 words, so that's like if it was 500, no, that's too much. It's like 350 per word. 400 is 20, 300 is 15. It's like 350 every time we need to do. Because we have 5 tries, 5 words. Okay, 2 Y's, 1 special R, 1 S. No N's this time. Kirsty. Size. This is 250. Resizes. It's 250 is below the required. Resizes. Why do I feel so below the level? Wait, it didn't... It wasn't worth 200. It's more like 550. Something happened. Plus 5 oh, those weren't those weren't counted. This starts with RE and I use a gem. So it's plus 25. That's why it's so... Oh, I see. So this count, this operation, it's not done. There's more to it. Okay, so I forgot about this. And re and pre. So re what? Redo it again. Do it again. Oh my god, what have I done? All I wanted just was a little fun. Remember me. Remember me. For the both of us together. Remind? No. Refresh. Time. Require. Resist. Resist. I'm missing an S. Residual. Register. I need this drop. Reset. 100. Also, it's like it's 22 plus 20, that's 40. That's 200. Okay. Rest assured. Risk. Risk. Oh, 1R. Recast. Remust. Hey! How much is this? 50 times 6. Thank you. That's a free one. Freebie. A. Otherwise, it's gone. Implement. Reapply. We don't have R, so we can do re or re or pre or pre. We don't have a U, so we can do this. We're gonna suffer this round. Plus 5 points if we use the gem. deity again. Play. 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 Replay. Freeway. This is 300. It's not bad. We need 350 each round. We can... Oh, this is the last word? No. Now this is the last word. Okay. We are pretty close or whatever. Gummy. Gummy, we can do... Gummy. We have two M's, we don't have an I, a Y. We have a Q and a U. Let's see. Quest. This is 100. It's more than the target. Don't think it twice. But if we use this in the following rounds, it will be worth more points. Doubles the value of gem letters. What about guest? Guest. But we need to use the M. Max. Muesli. Muesli. Max. Suggests. Max. This is 120. I'll do it for the M, so the M get more points later. Nine. 999. In German, it means no. 9. Alphonse. Hey, speller, select a letter and I'll enhance it for you. I like you, Alphonse. You are not like Henry, not Henry, the other one. Noxy. Nocti. The spider. Select an enhancement. What? +3 multiplier when this letter is worth 50 points. What's this? Multipointum. Pointum. 10 points when this letter is used. I don't understand this. Consolum. 20 points per consonant neighbor letter in the word. Do you mean this applies to letters? I don't understand. Enchant. +20 points per consonant neighbor letter in the word. In the word? Neighbor to this letter, but this applies to one. I'm not sure runes. There's nothing, but this is what I have. Select a letter and I'll enchant it for you. Let's say E. I get the E. And then what? Select an enchantment. +3 when this letter is... When this letter is worth 50 points? I need to make the letter be worth 50 points? That's very specific. When this letter is used per consonant neighbor letter in the word, I think I'll get this one. At least I understand. So if next to the E there's a consonant and there's maximum 2 possible, it gives 20, but that's good. That's it. And then I enchant it. And what about this? That's nothing, but it's pretty. So why do I have the option to select it? Enchant. That's nothing. So now this is enchanted with this special action. This is Henry. Wake up. Pity, each time a letter is used, plus 1 point to its value in the cauldron for this chapter. Not bad. Love letter, 18 points for each letter O in the word. For that, I first need to have O's. Overdrawn, plus 5 points for each letter in the overflow area. Overflow, like outside the cauldron? What about this? On last drop request drops 1 special letter. When the letter is dropped, 1 intentions of dropping 1 copy. This is good because we have enchanted the E. Every 3 drops requested drops 1 special letter. I'll get this, and then we have 9. Destroys 5 random letters to gain 5 lexims. We can have one of these 3. I like this. Each time a letter is used, plus 1 point to its value in the cauldron. I like this. It's good long run. And I'm here for the long run. Bloop, 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 bloop. What is this called? Hush. Hush, little baby, please go to sleep. Place at the beginning of a word to gain points. 1 per word and can't merge. We have the E's, we have the E's, we have the exclamation mark. We shouldn't be suffering much. 5 words, 2400, that means it's like 500 per round. 5 times 5, 25. 500 average. This is hard. Hard. Reapply. Reclap. Reclaim. Reclay. Something. Reclaim. Reclap. What about reclap or reclad? Reclap. No. We can't reclap. You only clap 1 time. You can't do 2. Reclad. Hey! We can clad 2 times. I don't know what clad is, if it's not clap, but this is 800. That's almost half. Almost half the target. Not bad, not bad. So this plays a lot of E. Okay, and RE, re. We got the memo. We got the memo. Re something. Re. Repeat. Realty. Realty. Rechat. Rechat. No. You can only chat once. Reach. Could be reach, but reach is only one consonant. Reach. Richie. Richie. Peach, but it doesn't use RE. Rika. Rika. Rip. Could be rip. But again, E only has one consonant. Rip. Relation. Relatic. Relatic. What about retail? Retail starts with RE. E has two consonants. We are using A. This I is better than that one. Retail. Bam. How much is this? 60 times 6? It's more than 6. Okay, we don't have an R, but we have two E's. We better use one. And the E has to have two consonants. I don't understand why it doesn't stay. It goes back. Phone. We can do phone. But it only has phone. Only has one consonant. Pensy. If I had an L, this is 120 plus what's the E thing? When the letter E is now. This. What is this explanation for this icon? Three scrolls, but it's not. That's nothing. No. We don't have. I don't remember what this does. Phone. 80 times 5. We need 150. This is a must. Value depends on how many gem letters are in the cauldron and backpack. Can merge with others. I forgot about the backpack. Chime, chime, chime. We don't have M. Beg. How much is this? Beg. Beg. This is 60 plus something. Value increases every round. Beach. Beach. Beach is 150. This H is better. And this A is better. And let me check. B, E, A, C, 11C, and 8 for H. And this is like 200. $500 total, approximately. So it's not about the letters anymore. It's about doing this, going for these rules. What's your Nixie? Nixie. Do I want to swap? That's nothing, but it's pretty. PTEK merge one interchange to a special letter. When the letter E is dropped, one interchange of dropping one copy. I like what I have. Each drop request plus 2 points to letter I. Every 3 drops requested drops one special letter. Every NCRA drop one in one chance of dropping one from SEBT. No. Thank you, but no thank you. Anadrome. Plus 15 multiplier for anadrome words. A word which forms a different word when spelled backwards. I knew about palindrome, but not about anadrome. That's interesting. Sounds very specific. Something points is the number of letters in the word. What? Oh, asterisk. Asterisk. No, asterisk. Points is the number of letters in the word. Still haven't found any asterisk. It's like a joker. Like you can multi-purpose. You can use as any letter. Gem letters apply times 3 points to their neighbors in the word. I feel like I don't even want to watch this. When a rock is destroyed, one in 10 chance of dropping one letter from ARPA. On first drop request drops one gem. On first drop request, one random gem letter gets 10 points. I get this, and I think I'll get this because of the R. Because of the R. So we have RE always. or more often. Chapter 5, 4600. RE? No, we don't have RE because we don't have an E. Station. Station. Stains. Let me see. 4600 divided by 5, it's like 700. 700? No, it's not 700, it's 900. 900. The problem is that this is not accounted in here. Stains. I don't know if this is good or not. Rewards with Lexims. I'm using a lot of gems. This has to be good. 600. 1000. Treasure found. Press space. Lexims. So that was 100. We needed 900. 100. We needed 100. It was worth 1000. And now we don't have that many gems. We have R, but we don't have E, which is not good. We don't have UN. We have PR, but we don't have an E. What if I do this and we have an E? Please, 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 please. We don't have any. Axiom. Axiom. Oh, how much is this? We don't know. Axiom. Feels like an uncommon word, but that doesn't mean anything. It's like 150. And it's not using similar to supply 3. I wish it tells you how much the score you get with this. Let's see. It was about 800. We have R, still not have an E, and we don't have U or N. Trady? Mockery? Philosophy. Philanthropy. Don't have N. Philharmonic. There's another Y, but this one's 20. This P is 18. Chicory. Oh, there's only one C. Gimmicky needs to M. I like to use this P, but between the P and the T is not much difference. This D is 60. 60? 60? How much is this? At least 500. $200 times 5. It's 1,000. I don't know what I did, but and still don't have an E, and still don't have a U or an N. Okay, let's go with P, the highest, and then it goes this Y, the K and C and K, picky, pecory, chicory. Picky. She's so picky. So picky. She's so picky. Him so picky. Him. It should be. Game should allow me. Him so picky. Should allow me. So picky. Can we extend this? Sticky. But S and T are 5 and 5 is 10. It's not worth more points than 18, but it's one letter longer. This is about 200? 210? 210. If we make it sticky, 210. This is 180. 200. So it's similar. There are no gems. Stammer letter is used, plus 1 point to its value. 20 points for that. 5 points each time. Plus 5 each time. 1 gem. There are no gems, so there's no excess. This is it. This is what it is. Can it be longer than sticky? Tricksty? Can it be? Tricksty? Trixie? That's longer. Was like 30 times 7. There's an E, finally, and an R. Okay, we are close. We need 300. And there's a P. Re... 0. Value depends on how many gem letters are in the cauldron and backpack. Repost. What about pre-post? And retoast, but it's not using the P. And toast has 2 T's. Report. S is 3. R is 5. This is better. Slightly better. Reports. Or reporting. You have an N. Reports. In any case, this is more than enough. We got to the 3-hour mark. We're still going. And we are going to finish the run at least. I just need small break. Less than 2 minutes. Be back in a sec. when there is more than one game, in a stream, I usually leave the ones more roguelike for last, for this reason, because if we probably go over time. So if we today we had done these two games in the opposite order, first Lexispell and then Elementalist, when it's 1 hour and a half the stream, we need to change. So I would leave the run unfinished, because Elementalist is more small levels, it's easier to cut it and then swap for the second game. Roguelikes have longer runs and you never know how long they are. So shop strike triggers each time you use the letter P and plus 1 point it would have been funny if it's 3.14 multiplier to its value. Resets to 0 if the letter is not used. Currently 0. So it's P. 60 points, but minus 20 points for each letter in the overflow area. You get 60 points, but 60 points guaranteed. But it can be interpreted different ways. 60 points guaranteed, and for each letter in the overflow, minus 20. It's two different things, I think. Last letter scores times 2 points if a vowel. Does a Y count as a vowel? When a vowel is dropped, 1 in 10 chance to drop one uncommon letter. Each drop requests 1 in 20 chance to plus 10 points to all gem letters. When one of A, R, U, G is dropped, 1 in 5 chance of dropping one special letter. Runes, we have 4 out of a total room for 6. So that means we can have 2. This is good, but it's very uncommon. This is better. Plus 100 points if the next word is over 7 letters. Yes, please. If we know it's going to be over 7 letters, more or equal, transforms 1 gem letter into 4 random normal letters. Reveal. I think I'll get this 60 points, but because we don't get to the overflow, and I think I don't like this one. We could afford this one. The vowelophob. Vowels don't score. Lucky I didn't buy the scroll. We don't have R. Okay. This goes first. We don't have R, so we can't do RE. We can end in Y. something we. Something we. No. Something I. Ni, B, C, C. C. Lowsy wosy. Lowsy wosy. We don't have U. B. Easy peasy. Fancy. Pass. Peace. Spicy. It needs a C. I'll do these ones at the start. We have R and we have E. Re something. Sweetie. Sweat. This sweaty. Sweaty. What do you mean? I'm sweaty all the time. I know it well. I know what it is. Respect. We don't have a C. Response. Response doesn't use the Y. Or repost. Respect. No. Repots. Repose. Respots. Response. I would like to use the T. Repots. Repots like this. Repots. IN. We don't have a G. Repots. Repots? Excuse me, repots? Change a plant from one pot to another pot? Repots. Response. 1800. RE. Retinol. It didn't take me long for that. We are almost there with 2 words. R? No? We don't have E? Well, we have this one. Replaces any letter. But can I choose which one? Otherwise, how is it accounted? they are crossed. Recast. If I keep this, it goes into the. I like to keep it. Recast. Not bad for a boss. And I forgot I had the potion. Select a letter and I'll enchant it. Enchants. 1 in 6 chance to spawn this letter as a gem. Plus 45 points when this letter is worth 30 points. I still don't understand that. This looks like cherry. On merge, plus 15 points to its value. Can I do 2 to the same letter? So I'll do R for the RE then. Or S. S is more common. Oh. Bam! When S merges with another S, plus 15 points. Not bad. You again. I'm about to buy something that I don't want just to exchange it with you. When one of AR is drawn 5 chance special letter. Normal letter, value increases. Value increases. When a gold rock is destroyed, 1 in 2 chance of dropping 1 gem letter. When a vowel is dropped, every EDFI drop, 1 in 1 chance of dropping 1 from NPEG. So when a E drops, a chance of dropping another E and another E and another E. Gain half the number of letters in the next word in Lexims. Shrinks one selected letter to its original size. Destroy 5 random letters to gain 5 Lexims. I could even keep 1 random letter to exchange it. Let me keep. We'll see if I can remember that. Love letters. We can have 10 scrolls. 33 points for each letter M in the word. 7. 6 multiplier when spelling a 7 plus letters word but destroys 3 random letters. Why there's always so punishing. Plus 1 point to each letter in the backpack at the end of each try. I don't use it much. Get that. On first drop request 1 gem. Every 3 drops 1 special letter. Every L drop 1 in 5 to have a gem. Just to get something. 6,500. Now, 1 letter that I don't want. Probably the O. I'll keep the O and I'll give this O to Nixie. Revenge. No. Rex. Rex. It has 2 consonants. Rex. What's with you, my friend? And this is 100 points if the next word is over 7. I need to remember that. I'm going to need the O. Rent. Rents. Rents. O pri. Yeah. Rents. How much is this? $1,100, and we need 6,500. Hey Noru, how is your English? Please send help. Send help. Reappear? Only one R. What? Repo. It needs to start with RE. So this is a spelling game or words game, and you just like so it's a typical. The longer the word, more points, and it uses these base points and multiplier mechanic. It's so common since Balatro. And then this is the target. We have 4 words plus the current one, so it's 5 in total, and we need to beat the score. Currently is 1,000 out of 6,500. And then there are these special items. This is enchanted. We have some scrolls that they add like synergies. But the funny thing is I make it harder myself because my knowledge of English language is a little bit more limited. Apply. Now we have 2 P's. Re-upload, regroup, and I have a scroll that if the word starts with UN or RE or PRE, it gives you more points. That's why I'm starting with RE. And if this enchant E is enchanted, if the E has 2 consonants, it gives you more points. Regenerate. Rexona. It's not Rexona, it's Lynx in Australia. Rib or rig. Reboot. Regicide. We don't have C's or D's, but good try. Regicide. Regen is good. Can it be longer? Regain. We don't have an I. Regen. Let's try regen. And then if you score a word, there's things happening. This stone breaks and it gives you like coins called lexims that you can use later. Regen. What? Second time. What was the other word? I don't even remember. Regen? How is regen not existing? Relax. Rejects. Hey, Sparrow! Long time no see you flying around here. Rejects. Isn't it? Rejects. Rejects. What is rejects? Wap. Haven't seen you live in a while, at least when I've been on Twitch. I've been streaming constantly, once a week. In January, I had a gap without rejects. Doesn't count. No. Mac. What is rejects? I mean, regen is more common, and it's not allowed, it's not accepted. I mean, it doesn't have to start with RE, but it's better. Even if the word is shorter, it scores more points because of these modifiers. Regular expression. Programming thing. The good thing is that you can suggest within the game, you can suggest words. You don't have to contact the developer and knock on the door. Revenge. We only have one E. I mean 2, and we need 3. In January I stop every year in January I stop, and usually around this time because of the summer showcases, so that I can update or have a look on. But since the E3 died, I'm not so constant. I stopped streaming, but this year, no, I haven't. Rebenga. Rebenga boys. Ho ho benga boys. Hey ho ho benga boys. Regain. Regan. Ronald Reagan? Ronald, is that you? No, he's not. He didn't come today. I was also busy in January because I stopped to work on things that are not so streaming and game related. Revenue. Oh wait, that's 3E again. There is I don't know if I can this Twitch integration, but maybe it's too late now. But you could suggest words through this integration. And here, Wiktionary and missing words, you can suggest like rejects. I don't know how this works. Or regen. Repent. Repeat. Repent. I don't know what repent is, but it will give us some points. How many points? 1300, not bad. 1300 is not bad. I actually made in January, I was saying, I made a Discord. You can join. If you can have a look on my profile, you'll find this Discord. If you, I know you are not so puzzle game crazy, like me. But if you like some, you'll enjoy it. It can help you discover games that you don't know. Drum. Have a look on my profile and you'll find a Discord. Have a look. You can join it, visit it, and if it's not of your interest, you can leave. I won't keep up grudge. Drowsy. We don't have W. So we don't have an E. We don't have an E. We can't do RE, but we have a U. What we don't have is an N. So again, we can't do an or un. An. So now we are less restricted. We should use the D. Excuse me. Because D is doubles the value of gem letters in the word. But there are no gem letters, so it's pointless. So let's do one ending in Y. And don't worry about the S, because the enchantment is for when it merges with another S. So it's not this case. Sprout, but it doesn't use we don't have T. And it doesn't use the Y. Epoxy. We don't have E. Expo, we don't have E. Oxygen. Oxygen? We don't have N. Oxygen is I or Y? Oxidize. Oxygen. Oxygen. We don't have N. But oxidize. No. Oxid. Oxid. Oxid is valid. It's with I, not with Y. Boxy. Grocery. Roxy? Roxy? Do you know Roxy? We have a no here. Spouse doesn't use the Y. Grassy. Grassy? Oh, it's this one. Grassy. I mean, anything, because at this point I need to end the stream at some point. R-E, okay, again. And we can even do P, so P-R-E, pre... Prepare. Precede. Precad. Preclad. What was the one that we used before? Preclad. No. Pre. Precede. Maybe it's easier like this. Recycle. There's only one C. Preclad. Preclad is valid. Reclad, not preclad. You can do it 2 times, but you can do it. You can't do it before. And now we need 500. Axiom. Occasion. Wait. E? We have an E, but we don't have an R. Axis. Axis. Accident. Accent. No. Excess. No N. It could be access, right? Oh, access. What about this? Unfortunately, it's good. And the game keeps going. I want to end the run. Chapter 7. Elongation 6 if the length of the word is 10. Or the word if the word starts and ends with the letter B. 150 points. If it starts and ends like blob, boob, barb, or bulb, light bulb. Plus 1 multiple each time you spell less than 4 words, breaks otherwise. It's playing with fire. When a gold rock is destroyed, when it's drop a gem on first drop, its drop request plus 2 points to the letter T. I mean, at this point, I think I'll get this because of why not? Not point on this one, I'll get this one. And we have room for 2. This. No? Why not? Oh, it's room 6. I had thought. Okay, so that's it. Okie dokie, chapter 8. This is the N. This is an L. Q, U, O, Quo, 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 Quo. Is Quo. That's it. How much is this? 1,000. R, but not E. Railing. I'll do the first word that comes to mind. Railing. Or trailing. Trailing. I won't think it too much. Let's see how it goes. How much is this? 1,400. Pasture. Poultry is with O. Pulsate. No. Saturation? Saturn. As ASMR. Crusty. Anything goes. Oh, R-E calms recall. To else. Record or record. Remark with revamp. Two words. We need 1500 each. RE. Okay. Resonance is two ends. Resonance is three ends. Resolves. Reborns. Oh, this one. Reborns. What? Reborn? And reborns? What? Oh, what a pity. I lost. Continue. Total lexims. So what happened when you don't win? These are my words. Scrolls. Classic craft. Home. Packs. Discord. Statistics. Time 2 hours. 2 hours? It's more like almost 3. Best spell 2600. Longest word 9. 35. Unique words. Average word length 6. Let's go home. I hate to do this. Almost lose on purpose. But it's been way over time. Lexispell's runs are quite long, or it might be me that I take super long deciding. It might be me that I take too long to decide between words, and I try to optimize, at least in the beginning, because in the beginning you don't have the modifiers, the scrolls and the stones. But other than that, it's fun. I haven't been able, it's a roguelike. I haven't been able to show you everything. There is another mode that I said I wanted to have a look, but I wasn't expecting the classic mode to be this long. What else? If you like what you saw today, Elementalist or Lexispell, Elementalist released this week, Lexispell released like 2 weeks ago. So both are available on Steam, and I think they are only on Steam. You can try your luck on each IO, but for sure they are on Steam. What else? Initially, I'll be back next Thursday, as every Thursday, Sparrow. And can I tell you with what? So, next week it's finally Netcrawl. Netcrawl is another roguelike, which is massive, I would say. At least for what I remember from the demo. And I've been delaying it. It's been in early access for some time. I need to explain this next week, but what I want to say is that the whole day it's going to be for Netcrawl because it's long game, and I think it deserves to have this much space. So I hope you look forward to that Netcrawl in case you want to have a look. Yep. Thank you everyone in the chat. Noru, Jeremy, Sparrow, nice seeing you flying free again. I don't know where you've been. I haven't seen you streaming, actually, if you have been streaming. But nice seeing you again. And thanks everyone else watching this stream, either lurking or after the stream is live. Two recommendations, I have two call to actions for you today. One is the YouTube channel, if you want to see more of me playing puzzle games, or not me, because most videos that I post on YouTube, they are no commentary and I'm not on it, so I'm only in camera when streaming. If you want to have a little bit more entertainment, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. And the second recommendation is the Golden Sparrow. Listen to this. There's a Discord for puzzle games that it's strongly recommended. And you can find those either if you are on Twitch or on YouTube right now. You can search, have a look on my profile, and there's a link somewhere over there. Nothing else from me. Hope to see you next time. Until then, don't be puzzled. Thank you for sharing your time with me. Bye bye. Bye bye.